Decided to do something about that unhealthy and unsightly belly fat that you've been carrying around the last few years. This video is going to help you with that.
Are you eating clean, working out, and still stuck with that stubborn belly fat? Well, you're not alone, because in 2025, science has made one thing clear. Losing belly fat isn't just about calories in and calories out. It's about your hormones, your habits, and even your spice rack. In this video, we've rounded up 7 of the most effective belly fat hacks, each backed by some of the world's top doctors. These tips may help you finally lose that dangerous visceral fat that puts you at risk for heart disease, insulin resistance, and inflammation. No gimmicks, no overnight miracles, just practical strategies, scientific insights, and daily habits that could help your body start burning fat naturally, especially the fat that gathers around your waist. So if you're ready to upgrade your health and shrink your waistline this year, stick around, because the first hack is as simple as something you probably already have in your kitchen. But before we continue, this content is provided for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified healthcare provider with any questions about your health or a medical condition. Now let's dive in.
You have to realize that belly fat is really liver fat that's spilling over into your belly. And one of the absolute best ways to get rid of your belly fat is using apple cider vinegar.
Dr. Eric Berg is one of the most followed health educators on YouTube. He often talks about one simple liquid that may help reduce stubborn belly fat: apple cider vinegar. According to Dr. Berg, this acidic liquid works not just because it's trendy, but because it can impact something deeply tied to belly fat: insulin.
Apple cider vinegar has something called acetic acid that is really potent and powerful to not only break down fat, but also to help insulin resistance.
High insulin levels are often linked with increased fat storage around the midsection. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which may help improve insulin sensitivity. A 2009 study published in the journal Bioscience, Biotechnology, and Biochemistry showed that participants who consumed vinegar daily for 12 weeks had lower body weight, BMI, waist circumference, and visceral fat compared to those who didn't. So how do you make this work for your routine? Experts, including Dr. Berg, typically recommend mixing 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar in a large glass of water and drinking it before meals, especially meals high in carbs. It's best to use a straw to protect your teeth and avoid drinking it straight to prevent damage to your esophagus or enamel. Now, let's move on to Dr. Mandel's fat-burning combo of cinnamon and black pepper.
Today I'm going to share with you a simple, powerful concoction. Ingredients where you can get in your grocery store that's going to rev up your metabolism and burn fat while you sleep.
Dr. Alan Mandel, a chiropractor known for blending natural remedies with science-based advice, often highlights the power of simple spices for better metabolic health. One of his favorite combinations for reducing belly fat is cinnamon and black pepper. Sounds like something from your kitchen, but this combo may be doing more than seasoning your food. Let's start with cinnamon. This warm spice is known to help regulate blood sugar by mimicking the effects of insulin. More stable blood sugar can mean fewer cravings and potentially less fat storage, especially around the abdomen. A 2020 meta-analysis published in Lipids in Health and Disease found that cinnamon supplementation may reduce body weight, BMI, and waist circumference in adults with metabolic disease. And then there's black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound shown to block the formation of new fat cells. It may also increase thermogenesis, the body's ability to burn calories through heat. Some researchers even suggest that black pepper can enhance the bioavailability of other fat-burning compounds, including those found in turmeric and cinnamon. So how do you actually use them? Dr. Mandel suggests Adding 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and a pinch of black pepper to warm water, smoothies, or herbal teas, especially before meals. You can also sprinkle them on oatmeal or yogurt for a flavor and metabolism boost.
So drink this elixir approximately 30 to 45 minutes before you go to bed. This will help you sleep much deeper and allow your body's metabolism to become more revved up so your body can burn that fat. This can also be taken first thing in the morning before breakfast. Again, 30 to 45 minutes before.
But what if belly fat isn't just about what you eat, but also how you feel? Let's explore. But before we move on, if you are looking to dive deeper into fat-burning hacks, be sure to subscribe to the Vitazen Health newsletter linked below. Each week, we share expert-backed tips, delicious recipes, and actionable steps to help you live longer and feel your best delivered right to your inbox. Dr. Mindy Pelz, a functional medicine expert and fasting advocate, often emphasizes that belly fat isn't just about food, it's about hormones. And one hormone she constantly warns about is cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. According to Dr. Pelz, if you're chronically stressed, your body may start storing fat around your midsection, no matter how clean your diet is. Here's why. Cortisol plays a crucial role in the fight-or-flight response, but when it stays elevated due to ongoing stress, work, lack of sleep, emotional triggers, it may trigger the body to store fat, particularly around the belly, where cortisol receptors are abundant. This isn't just theory. A study found that individuals with higher cortisol reactivity had larger waist circumferences, independent of BMI.
Use cortisol, otherwise we will store cortisol. The hormone cortisol naturally gets produced in our body and it peaks about 2 hours after we wake up. And when cortisol peaks, what your body wants you to do to be able to use cortisol is move.
Dr. Pelz suggests a powerful low-effort tool to bring cortisol down. Movement. Not intense gym workouts, but rather gentle physical activity like walking, stretching, dancing, or breath-based yoga. These help lower cortisol naturally and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest mode. She recommends to take a 10 to 20 minute walk outdoors after stressful events or at the end of your workday. Combine that with deep nasal breathing or light stretching to calm your nervous system. If you're fasting, this type of activity can also enhance fat burning without raising stress hormones further. So next time you feel overwhelmed, don't scroll, stroll. Your waistline might thank you for it. Now let's shift from managing stress to our next hack of the year. Hold up. Did you know inflammation is one of the biggest causes of cancer, heart disease, and aging? And most people are making it worse with what they eat. That's why I put together the Anti-Inflammation and Immunity Smoothie and Juice Guide. 80+ science-backed recipes designed to stop inflammation, boost immunity, and help your body heal. Grab your copy now from the video description below. Dr. Jason Fung, one of the world's leading voices on fasting, believes that belly fat isn't just a result of eating too much. It's about eating too often. His core philosophy? If you want to burn fat, especially around the belly, you need to control insulin, and the most effective way to do that may be through intermittent fasting.
If you want to lose body fat, you actually need to extend the period of time that you're not eating. In other words, extend your fasting period and get rid of all the snacks in order for you to have enough time that your insulin is low. When insulin is low, it's going to allow fat burning, which is going to allow you to pull those calories back out.
Insulin is a fat storage hormone. When we eat, especially carbs, insulin rises, signaling the body to store energy. Frequent meals mean insulin stays elevated, making fat burning nearly impossible. Dr. Fung argues that giving your body breaks from food allows insulin to drop, giving it a chance to tap into stored fat, and the science backs this up. A study found that intermittent fasting can improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and promote fat loss, particularly visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your organs and contributes to chronic disease. Researchers observed these effects even without changes in calorie intake. Dr. Fung recommends starting with a 16 to 8 fasting window, 16 hours of fasting, and an 8-hour eating window, such as 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. During the fasting window, you're allowed water, black coffee, herbal teas, and electrolytes. Over time, some people extend their fasting period to 18 or even 24 hours, but this depends on individual health and comfort. The key is to focus on clean fasting, no snacking, no hidden calories, and giving your digestive system real rest. Many who try this method report more energy, reduced cravings, and visible changes in their waistline over time. But what if you are controlling your eating window, but you're not sleeping well at night? Let's hear what sleep scientist Dr. Matthew Walker says about the link between rest and fat. Dr. Matthew Walker makes one thing clear. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a metabolic necessity. While most people focus on diet and exercise, Dr. Walker highlights how poor sleep may quietly sabotage your efforts to lose belly fat. Hormonal chaos is the culprit. When you don't sleep enough, typically less than 7 hours, your body produces more ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and less leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. This hormonal shift can trigger late-night cravings, more calorie intake the next day, and increased fat storage, particularly in the abdominal region.
And some of the first studies, they started to just limit people, restrict people's sleep to 6 hours or 5 hours or 4 hours. And what they found was that there was, firstly, that signal leptin that says, no, you're satisfied with your food, you don't want to eat anymore, you're full. That signal of fullness, satiation, was decreased by 18%. If that wasn't bad enough, ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, that leapt up by 28%. Overall hunger levels rose by about 26%.
Dr. Walker recommends aiming for 7 to 9 hours of consistent quality sleep each night. That means keeping a regular bedtime, minimizing screen time before bed, and avoiding caffeine late in the day. Cooling your room and keeping it dark may also help boost melatonin production and improve sleep efficiency. If you're struggling with belly fat, improving your sleep might offer a surprisingly effective push in the right direction. Now that we've tackled your sleep schedule, it's time to rethink what's in your cup. Dr. Mark Hyman, best-selling author and functional medicine pioneer, often warns that the modern diet is flooded with hidden sources of sugar and refined carbs, and two of the biggest offenders are liquid calories and flour. According to Dr. Hyman, removing these from your daily routine may significantly help reduce belly fat, especially the kind that clings around your waistline. Why? Because both high-sugar drinks and refined flour cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin. And as we've already seen, elevated insulin may drive fat storage, especially around the belly.
If you have belly fat, it is a risk factor for every single age-related disease. One is liquid calories, soda, juices, even nut milks, sweetened coffees, sweetened teas, energy drinks. So if you can do a single thing to dramatically improve your health is get rid of liquid sugar calories.
A study found that individuals who consumed sugar-sweetened beverages had significantly more visceral fat over time compared to those who avoided them. Even fruit juices, which seem healthy, were linked to increased abdominal fat when consumed frequently. Flour isn't innocent either. Once ground, even whole wheat flour acts almost identically to sugar in the bloodstream. Dr. Hyman refers to these foods as the new sugar and recommends eliminating them to reset your metabolism and reduce fat storage signals.
The second is flour, which is everywhere. And it turns out that flour is worse than table sugar when it comes to raising your blood sugar. When you raise your blood sugar, you raise insulin. When you raise insulin, you sweep all the fuel out of your bloodstream and throw it into your belly fat cells.
So what's the practical tip? Start by swapping out sugary drinks with water, herbal teas, or sparkling water with lemon. Instead of flour-based snacks, opt for whole foods like nuts, boiled eggs, or sliced veggies with hummus. Now that we've removed refined sugars and flours, let's talk about the most addictive culprit of them all, sugar in all its sneaky forms. Dr. Ken Berry is a family physician and author known for his straight-shooting approach to health. He makes no secret of what he believes is one of the biggest obstacles to losing belly fat, sugar in all its forms, from the obvious culprits like soda and candy, to sneaky sources hiding in ketchup, granola bars, and salad dressings. Dr. Berry says sugar may keep your belly fat stubbornly locked in place.
Stop eating any sugar and your belly fat will start to melt away effortlessly.
Sugar rapidly increases blood glucose and spikes insulin, your body's fat-storing hormone. Every time you consume sugar, even in small, harmless amounts, insulin rises and fat burning shuts off. Over time, frequent sugar hits may increase insulin resistance, making it even harder for your body to burn belly fat. Even individuals who maintained a healthy weight still showed higher visceral fat levels when consuming excess sugar. Dr. Berry suggests that we start reading ingredient labels closely. Look out for hidden sugars like dextrose, maltose, corn syrup, agave, or fruit juice concentrate. He recommends eliminating both added sugars and high-carb processed foods, since they often convert quickly into glucose. For cravings, switch to whole food snacks like berries, nuts, or a square of 85% dark chocolate. And instead of sugary breakfast cereals or bars, opt for high-protein meals to stabilize blood sugar from the start of the day.